Top of the day to everybody here. I'm sure by now you all heard about the Michigan investigation that was recently launched by the NCAA. They're alleging that Michigan violated the rules of the NCAA by scouting a team in person that are future opponents. Um, it's really weird because I guess they're saying you can scout a team. I guess they're saying you shouldn't do it in opponent, to do it in person, but they must be a past opponent, which is dumb. But who doesn't collect all the information they can about their rivals, their enemies, their past opponents that, in a conference you will play again. But wait, I guess they got caught for doing something that the NCAA does not approve of. So is Harbaugh bad for football? Should he be considered a horrific for football or should he be considered a hero? Well, for everyone, I just like to suggest that you just look out for your favorite team. Disassociate from them all together. And what you should do is take all the money that you're going to spend on tickets or seating positions, or whatever, seating charts or seating permissions. Take all that money, travel to your team's opponents, that they're going to play in the future. Take all the film you want and just send it over to the athletic complex of your desire that you want to, and whatever happens after that just happens, right? Just don't have no real team affiliation. I'm pretty sure I just came up with that. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that has just suggested that happens. I wonder how Albert Means is doing these days. Don't know who that is? You just gotta look it up. Anyway, Harbaugh is a highly competitive guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a tough coach. We like tough coaches. Sometimes coach got to give it to you. I mean, let's take a look back when they played against the Detroit Lions. I don't even know if they won or lost. I'm thinking they won, but he shook the guy's hand and he smacked the heck out of this guy's back, man. Old Schwartz wanted to go to war in the end zone. Come on, son. You didn't want none of this smoke. I mean, you took a long time for your security to get back around it. Then you run up over there on Harbaugh, man. You didn't want that. And one time I remember, male huge head Kiper, he belittled the coach for not drafting someone instead of rolling with Harbaugh. Hugehead said this. I got this quote the other day. It said to pass up on Trent Dilfer when all you have is Jim Harbaugh. Give me a break. That's what the man said about him. He said it. So Jim didn't run up on him. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately for him, Jim Harbaugh, he went on to take his team to the AFC Conference Championship. He was the AFC Player of the Year. He came in second for MVP voting. And he would have went to the Super Bowl, but my Steelers had to handle a little business. Now, Kiper, now to his credit, Kiper, calm down. Come on, calm down. Kiper wasn't all wrong about Dilfer. He led the Ravens to the Super Bowl victory. He just needed Jamal Lewis, Shannon Sharp being coach on offense. And then Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Sam Adams, Peter Bolware, Rod Wilson, and the late Tony Saragusa, to name a few on defense. How many Hall of Famers is that? Some say they may have been the best defense ever. I don't. But let me just make a correction right here. Let's just say Dilfer followed the Ravens to a Super Bowl champions. But back to Harbaugh. We're on Harbaugh right now. After a great career, Jim Kelly picked up the mic and commented at one point when Harbaugh was going through some injuries and whatnot. He just got on TV and said, dude was soft. He said Jim Harbaugh was being soft. Need to get on the field. Kind of reminds me of what's going on with Watson right now. He can play. Okay, I'm going to try to play. Bam! First quarter, he on the sideline. Anyway, reportedly, allegedly, Jimmy, when he was in the same town as Kelly for a game, Jim Harbaugh delivered that man a 5, 6, 7 piece, breaking his hand to the point where he couldn't play. That's a bad man. Maybe I should stop this video right here. Nah, I ain't even worried. I don't have them kind of problems. I don't think he's looking at little old me. Yeah, I don't think so. YouTube does keep the videos like inside the state, right? Did anybody know? Anybody? It's not gonna get back to the coach. Okay. Well, since he's been at Michigan, Jim Harbaugh has had a major conniption fits on the sideline. You gotta love it. Very competitive, very involved, and he's been trying to get Big Blue over the national championship hump. And along the way, I remember he just straight set trip down here in the South. He had spring training in Florida, and everybody, the SEC commissioner wrote the NCAA, and I don't know if they banned it or prohibited it, but he was straight set tripping. SEC was mad about it, but they did. I think they had practice in 2016, but I don't think they did that again. And I get it. He was trying to get Michigan back into the national championship back into the. He was trying to get Michigan back into the national championship conversation. So I get it. But where are we now? I mean, Harbaugh has bought some illegal burgers for recruits. So they hit him with a level 2 violation for not just purchasing the cheeseburgers, because it was during the dead period. I guess that's the period where people don't have to eat. I've never been a part of that period, as I'm not an athlete and I don't go too long without eating. So after this dead period stuff, and not telling the truth about it, they had to come up with something to do to it. You're like, here's the thing about that with the NCAA, and they really ticked me off. If you know the truth, why are you talking to me? Huh? Number 2, do your worst, punk.
How dare you, sir?
You know the truth. Hey, run with it. Stand on it. Don't bother me. I mean, you kidding me? And this is not surprising, because this is the organization that suspended a player for most of his season in a very critical year. Dez Bryant took a trip to Texas, and then he had Dion with the future Coach Prime, and then he got back. They run up on this dude, set him in a room, like, "Hey man, did you have dinner with Coach Prime?" He was like, "No, I guess." It seemed like the wrong answer. The wrong answer was to say yes. The right answer was to say no. Then he said no. And they said, "Oh, you lying to us." Okay, you suspended. His man lost a lot of, I don't know, he just lost his college experience. Just from that one little faux pas, that little mistake. Not 2 games, 1 game. I mean, sometimes people have done things at schools I like, and I'm wondering, like, oh, that's all the suspension they got? Oh, they allowed them to pay the money back for the fishing trip? Oh, they let them pay him back for this? Oh, the teacher took the students all the way to Las Vegas with her? A professor, I'm sorry, took the students all the way to Las Vegas several times with her, not to a football competition. They came back and the team received no punishment. Oh, NCAA, they're so blessed and beloved. They're so understanding. No, they're not. The NCAA is what's bad for football, and they need to kick rocks. And I'm like, so what? Someone taped a taped or currently being recorded competition that is broadcast and rebroadcast several times in several different places through the week and spliced and diced all over YouTube and the worldwide interweb. And you guys are talking about, oh, y'all scouted on future opponents. I mean, how can you not scout up on a future opponent? People are paying kids hundreds to thousands for campus visits due to a Supreme Court decision, who I wish could decide on how much the NCAA owes past players. I wonder how much they owe players that are already like, man, y'all tripping. Y'all absolutely tripping about burgers and cell phone videos. Man, eat rocks, bro. Eat rocks, NCAA. Earlier yesterday, Michael Irvin and Keyshawn Johnson stated their high schools recorded opponents' games all the time. I'm talking about, if you can imagine, a bunch of fathers and the coaches sitting up with the big old cameras at a high school stadium with the colors of their high school, not the high school that's playing or visiting. They just recording everything with several cameras, huh? That should have looked suspicious, but it's just like Coach Prime said. He said this the other day regarding this incident. I don't care if you know what plays are coming. Can you stop it? You still have to make the plays. I have a friend of mine who played with a great coach. I won't name none of that, but they used to get in trouble because, oddly enough, this guy got a lot of state championships. Their coach demanded that they called out the hole, not the play, the hole the play was coming through, because all that coach wanted was 2 to 3 to 4 yards, 2 to 4 yards every play, and he wants you to get tired. I don't know if he called it the pass play because they sent a tight end to a top 10 team, but that's what they did. You had to stop it. They run into the 7 hole. There used to be numbers before there were letters. That's how old I am.
What are you talking
And you just got to be careful. You got to stop the play. I don't care if you know what's coming. And you got to be careful because you got folks like Mike Leach, the late Mike Leach, as the offensive coordinator of Oklahoma back in '99. He left a fake playbook, or really a play sheet, because they used to do their first 15 plays or so. Man, they were about to go into the Red River rivalry. I want to make sure I say the new name, not the old name. And I guess he left it on the practice field, and some Texas turkeys, went to find it. And, in the beginning of the game, OU blew Texas out of the water. But Texas eventually, shook it off. They came back to win 38-28. But, you still got to stop the plays. I don't care. Sometimes your boys just slow. Sometimes they're weak. Sometimes it is what it is. Man, they're going to run this play? I guess we might as well not show up. So, as for me, I'm not here to blast Harbaugh for this mess or clamor for a bigger suspension like some of the clowns are doing on TV and all over the internet. College sports needs heroes like this to stand up to the horrific and useless make a dollar from adding nothing to sports NCAA. Don't add nothing. Don't even pay for the electricity for the buildings that people compete in. So, please, Coach Harbaugh, don't go back to the NFL. I want you to stick around and be a pain in the side of the worthless NCAA. Stick your proverbial thumb in their eye. Give them the proverbial nanny boo-boo. Give them an actual nanny boo-boo. Focus on getting your team back into the playoffs against the Crimson Tide so we can beat the brakes off that terrible Big Ten squad that you got. So, no, you're not bad for college sports, man. You are a hero when it comes to taking on the doggone NCAA and their foolishness. Keep giving it to them. And for all the sports geniuses out there saying, look, no, that's why we need to have headsets. We need to have headsets in the college like they do in the pros. A message from the people from the IT world: those digital signals can be stolen as well. And having not just the signals, but the accompanying conversation is much more sinister than just having the signals. So think about that. So Harbaugh, do your worst, man. Get them boys. Keep doing it. Keep stirring things up, man. It's worked. Help you with recruiting. Ain't nobody telling you to stop. I mean, Coach Prime got his thing he's doing. Nick Saban, hey, he ride kids around in his Mercedes from his own dealerships. Big S. And he get all kind of deals. Do what you got to do. Because it's tough out there for a coach. But you got these people over here looking up burgers. I don't know. Could you do fries in a dead period? Can you feed somebody that comes to campuses? And I'm not, everybody ain't, well, a lot of people are not coming from the slums to play football, but let's just be honest. There are some people that are. And maybe coming to the campus at Michigan during a dead period, maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe it was easy to go see them because mom and daddy couldn't. I don't know, man. NCAA needs to stop, man. I mean, literally, I got people telling me, man, we owe $2,500 for a 3-star to visit the campus, or $1,000. This is on top of paying for them to get there. I mean, people doing what they got to do. NCAA, go somewhere, man. Cut the grass. Put in on this, man. Or better yet, take time, pull out some actuarial tables, hire you some accountants, and some more number crunchers and statisticians, and figure out How much money do you owe to the past players prior to NIL? Because I just got a feeling between all these deals that's been struck with the gambling places and the information is being passed on to them so they can provide lines. They getting that information from some source. I know they ain't calling Nick Saban, Jim Harbaugh for this stuff. I know they ain't calling them, Coach, is your right tackle okay? No. Somebody's piping this stuff through. Is it the commissioner's office? But all the commissioners for all the conferences breaking y'all off a piece. And a lot of people don't know the NCAA ain't nothing but college president. So what are y'all getting out of this whole thing these days? Why are you here? We're at the point now where college sports has been monitored or regulated by the IRS, FBI, and whoever is over, just general parking disputes from city to city. We don't need you at all. So go somewhere, get somewhere, be somebody else. For the rest of you, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and we'll give you more insight like this going forward. Other than that, have a great day.